For decades, the United States and China helped each other grow. American companies invested billions in China. Chinese factories supplied goods to the world. Trade between the two countries exploded. Many believed that economic cooperation would bring them closer together. But instead, something unexpected happened. The world's two largest economies became rivals. Today, they are competing for technology supremacy, military dominance, global influence, and perhaps even the future of the 21st century. Some experts believe this rivalry could define our era, much like the Cold War defined the last one. But how did two economic partners become strategic competitors? And who will emerge together stronger? This is the story of how America and China became rivals. Ironically, the rivalry between America and China began with cooperation. In the 1970s, both countries improved diplomatic relations. The United States viewed China as a useful counterweight against the Soviet Union. In 1972, President Richard Nixon made his historic visit to China. It changed global politics forever. Over the following decades, American companies invested heavily in Chinese manufacturing. Factories moved to China, trade expanded, and China gained access to Western markets and technology. By 2001, China had joined the World Trade Organization. Many believed economic integration would make China a long-term partner. But history had other plans. Beginning in 1978, China launched economic reforms under Deng Xiaoping. The results were extraordinary. Hundreds of millions of people escaped poverty, factories multiplied, cities expanded, infrastructure developed at an astonishing pace. Soon China became known as the world's factory. Today China is the world's largest manufacturer, one of largest trading nations, the second largest economy. Some experts even believe China's economy could eventually surpass that of the United States. For Washington, China's rise created a new challenge. America had helped create an economic giant, and now that giant has become a competitor. By the late 2010s, tensions has intensified. American leaders accused China of intellectual property theft, unfair trade practices, forced technology transfer, currency manipulation. In 2018, the United States imposed tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. China responded with tariffs of its own. The trade war had begun. Businesses suffered, supply chains were disrupted, and relations between the two countries deteriorated. Trade, with once united with two powers, had become a source of conflict. Perhaps the most important struggle is not taking place on the battlefield. It is taking place inside laboratories and computer chips. The competition involves artificial intelligence, semiconductors, quantum computing, 5G networks, space technology. Washington has restricted China's access to advanced semiconductor technology. Chinese companies such as Huawei have faced sanctions and restrictions. Meanwhile, Beijing is investing billions to achieve technological independence. Both because countries understand one thing: whoever leads in technology may shape the future of humanity. Few issues are more dangerous than Taiwan. China considers Taiwan part of its territory. The United States officially recognizes Beijing but supports Taiwan's ability to defend itself. Taiwan is also home to some of the world's most advanced semiconductor manufacturers. These tiny chips power smartphones, artificial intelligence, cars, military systems. If conflict erupted over Taiwan, the consequences could be catastrophic. Global supply chain could collapse, the world economy could suffer and two nuclear powers could find themselves facing one another. Many experts consider Taiwan the most dangerous flashpoint on Earth. The South China Sea has become another arena of competition. China claims most of the region through the 9-dash line. Several neighboring countries reject these claims. Meanwhile, the United States conduct freedom of navigation operations to challenge excessive territorial claims. American officials argue that international water must remain open. China sees these operations as interference near its border. As warships from both countries operate in close proximity, tensions continue to rise. Although the United States still possesses the world's strongest military, China has modernized its armed forces at remarkable speed. China has expanded its navy, missile capabilities, space programs, cyber warfare units. Meanwhile, America has strengthened its alliance with Japan, South Korea, Australia, the Philippines. The Indo-Pacific has become the center of global strategic competition, and both sides are preparing for a future defined by rivalry. Competition extends far beyond Asia. China's Belt and Road Initiative has expanded Beijing's influence across Africa, Latin America, Central Asia, the Middle East. Chinese companies have financed ports, railways, and infrastructure projects. Meanwhile, the United States and its allies are working to strengthen partnership around the world. Both powers are competing for markets, resources, technology, political influence. This struggle increasingly resembles a contest for leadership in the 21st century. Many analysts compare today's rivalry to the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. But there is one major difference. The American and Chinese economies are deeply interconnected. Unlike the Soviet Union, China is integrated into global economy. This makes direct confrontation far more complicated. Neither side wants war, but both are preparing for possibility of prolonged competition. The challenge will be managing that rivalry without allowing it to turn into conflict, because a war between the world's two largest powers would have consequences unlike anything else seen before. The rivalry between America and China may determine the future of global trade, artificial intelligence, military power, technology, international institutions. Some believe America will remain dominant, others believe China's rise is unstoppable, and some argue that the future will be multipolar, with no single nation dominating the world. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: the relationship between the United States and China will shape the century we live in. So why are America and China rivals? Because both nations seek influence in a rapidly changing world. For America, the challenge is preserving its leadership. For China, the goal is reclaiming what is seen as its rightful place among the world's great power. Their competition span economics, technology, military power, and geopolitics, and how they manage that rivalry may determine the future of humanity itself. Because the struggle between America and China is not simply about two countries, it is about who will shape the 21st century.